Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be about products I wish I never bought. I'm going to start off with the higher end products first and then do drugstore products on the other half of the video, and I will put timestamps for them. And I'm just going to get straight into the video because I don't know, I feel like intros are really awkward. I just don't know how to do them, so that's why I always go straight into what I'm going to talk about, because I don't know, I just feel awkward. Like,
I'm not sure what to do with my hands. Be good just to hold them down by your side, yeah.
So let's just get into what you came here for. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the Brow Blade by Urban Decay. It's a pencil on one side and then kind of like a felt tip on the other side, and I thought that'd be perfect for mimicking hairs and things like that, but it wasn't pigmented at all. I feel like it's perfect for someone who just likes to fill in their brows and who have already like good brows and they just want a little bit of something on their brows, I guess. And I just feel like if you're someone who uses pomade, you're not gonna like this product. And yeah, I wish I never bought it. Urban Decay. Have you ever wanted to fight a brand?
Stop! 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 Do it! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
That's how I feel about Urban Decay. I feel like I've wasted so much money on Urban Decay. I haven't got something from Urban Decay that I liked in such a long time. The last product that I bought from Urban Decay that I actually liked was their collaboration with Gwen Stefani, and that was 3 years ago. The Fenty Beauty Primer, I believe that came out like the end of last year or something like that. I like Fenty Beauty. This primer was so weird that I seriously thought that I got a bad one. It was one of those really weird products that I don't know how the formula got approved. It was oily. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I put it on my eyelids and it was not drying, and then I set it and I think that made it worse. And I don't know if it was because of the powder that I used. So I remember trying my hardest to make it work, but it never worked out for me. So the thing we're going to be talking about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. Granted, I got it on sale, so I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't really like, oh my god, I spent so much money. But I feel like it was very cakey on the skin, and you could just see a lot of texture under my eyes. It didn't work for me, and I usually love Anastasia Beverly Hills products, so I was really kind of like disappointed that it didn't work out for me, because I got it on sale too, so I was hoping like, oh, I got lucky, but I didn't. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation, I'm not someone who can spend a lot of money on foundations, but I kind of invested in that one, and I was kind of hoping that it would work out for me. And at first I really liked it, but I feel like at that time I didn't really know that much about foundations. So I was just like, oh yeah, I think I look good, but made me look old. I tried so hard to make that work just because it was, at that time, that was really expensive for me. So yeah, is the Farsali Unicorn Essence. It made me break out, and I should have known better because oils and stuff like that tend to be a little more sensitive. So yeah, I wanted to be one of those Instagram girls, and you know, that's what I get. That's what I get. I played myself.
Oh, congratulations, you played yourself.
And another flop for me was the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. I used to love Kat Von D, and I still do. Kat Von D is like one of your homegirls who are like making questionable decisions, and you don't want to, you don't want to judge them, but you're kind of like, hey babe, kind of scaring me. There was a while that everything that she was coming out with was flopping for me. This palette, and then after that, the Shade and Light eye palette, the holographic palette, and then she had like a blush slash highlighter palette, and it was pink. And I remember I just ended up giving that one away because it was so chalky. I do still like Kat, and I hope that in the future I'll be able to like some stuff that she's been coming out with. I definitely use this palette, the Saint Sinners palette, and I definitely use some other palettes. I can't find them right now, but the other palettes that were flops for me. It's not that the formula is bad. It's just maybe I'm not. They're more for advanced makeup people. I don't know. I just found them extremely hard to work with. I can make them work. That's why I use it. That's why I still use them. But it's just like not the palette that I reach for, because I know like if I reach for that palette, because of whatever reason, I know it's gonna take me forever to do my makeup. So that's why I really don't go out of my way to reach for them and do makeup looks with them, because they're kind of really hard to work with. So yeah, that was the end for the higher end like products you would find at Sephora or Ulta. And now we're gonna go into the drugstore. Anything in the Fit Me collection by Maybelline. The Dewy Foundation, the Fit Me Matte Foundation, the freaking concealer, the blush, the powder, the foundations. I liked it in the beginning, but like I said, it was at a time where I was barely getting into face makeup, so I really don't think I knew any better. I don't feel like I knew what was good and what wasn't yet for my skin. I don't feel like it makes me look good, you know. The other is the concealer. The concealers were a weird formula that I didn't like. I don't feel like it was full coverage. I don't feel like it covered any blemishes. I don't think it covered anything really. I tend to have darker under eyes, so, and honestly, I'm really picky about my concealers. There's only like literally one off the top of my head that I can think of that I actually even like. I'm so picky about my concealers because I have very dark under eye. I have lines under, so I need a really good full coverage concealer, and the Fit Me one wasn't it. I think is their setting powder. I use a setting powder because I have it, and yeah, I have the setting powder just because I have it, just because I bought it, and so I'm gonna use it, but I don't love it. And the blush, Jesus Christ, I needed a blush. My go-to blush, my favorite blush of all time is the Tarte, the Amazonian clay blush, but I was not wanting to spend that much money on a blush. I don't feel like blushes should be that expensive, but they are. There is no pigmentation. I literally have to swirl in the pan for like a good minute just to get something on the brush, and it is so freaking frustrating, especially because that was the only blush I had for a while. There was days where I just would wear bronzer and I wouldn't even wear blush just because I didn't want to be dealing with the freaking blush. The Milani liquid lipsticks, I think that's what they're called. They look so pretty at first when you put them on, and it looks like you have really cracked lips, and it's kind of super annoying. Milani has been having a lot of flops for me as well. That's another brand that I don't really go out of my way to buy or try their new products, just because of the stuff that it's like, the stuff that I've bought in the past hasn't been good, so I kind of haven't been going out of my way. The other ones I'm going to be talking about is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe, not her main palette, but she came out with like the three little you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to say anything that else hasn't been said. Very patchy, very hard to blend. Formula really sucked. That was the first time I ever tried anything Morphe palette related. It was $15 for the palette, which is not expensive for a palette at all. But like I said, when you're like, oh, I'm getting a bargain, and then and then the palette freaking sucks, and you're like, So let's get into eyelashes real quick. Ardell's, the 206s, the 207. There's a lot of Ardell lashes that I use that I absolutely love. The double ups. I really love Ardell in general. So those are like my go-to drugstore ones. The other brands that I've tried some Eyelure, and I've not liked those. Kiss eyelashes are so horrible. And let's just talk about this. Let's just talk about what Kiss has put me through. Flashback to 2 years ago. I'm sorry, baby, I don't remember when it was, but my best friend had a wedding, and I was in the wedding. I was a bridesmaid. So I forgot my regular degular eyelashes that I use from Ardell at home, and we were all supposed to get ready there at the venue or whatever. So I was like, oh my god, like I need eyelashes, and I don't want to, I was too far away from home. I did not want to go all the way back home. So I stopped at CVS, and they didn't have the ones that I normally get, and I wanted something kind of little full and dramatic. So the only ones that I could find were some by Kiss. I took them out, and I remember that the band was kind of flimsy. You know, I can work with this. This will be fine. It was not fine. I had the wonky lashes throughout the whole freaking wedding, and if you wear uncomfortable eyelashes and you have to wear them for an extended period of time, you know how frustrating that is. No amount of glue would hold them onto my eyelids, and it was so freaking frustrating. I didn't want to be the girl with the wonky lash. Like, I didn't want that rep, but that was me. I didn't want to complain because it was her wedding, and like, who cares about my, like, obviously my issue at the end of the day. Now that I got that little rant out of the way. So after that incident, I just really thought it was because of the lashes that I got until today. So I needed eyelashes, so I was just like, man, I really want to wear eyelashes today, whatever. And I can't remember for the life of me if it was Raw Beauty Christy. I don't remember who it was. Was it Raw Beauty Christy? Or was it Jackie Aina? One of those beauty people. We're talking about the new Kiss collection. So I saw those at the store I was at, and I was like, they look so pretty. And that's how they get you, because it looks real pretty in the packaging, and you're in the store, and they have the bright lights. So this morning when I was doing my makeup actually came out pretty cool today. So I was like, okay. So there's always that last part, like the lash can either make or break a look. At least it does for me. Sometimes it doesn't matter how crappy my eye makeup looks, as long as I have pretty eyelashes. That's what's gonna work for me. So when I first took them out of the package, it was like the wedding all over again. The flimsy lash, because it was so thin, and I usually like a thicker eyelash band, but the thinness of that band, I don't know, just was like perfect to go into like the innermost corners of my, it was so easy to put it in the like very as close
that you
it stuck so perfect, and I've had them for all day. It's 7 o'clock right now, so I've had them on all day. They are extremely curly. My mom asked me if I curled my eyelashes, and I told her I didn't. They came this curly, and they were super affordable. So if you're trying Kiss for the first time, I would recommend anything new. Anything from their old collection, it was very, very bad, and obviously traumatized me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if this was a longer video than I usually do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.